Hi, I'm Gary Anzalone, president of the CEO Clubs in New York. Today I'm interviewing Alexandra Wilkis Wilson, co-founder of Gilt Group. I hope you enjoy the interview. Thank you very much for coming out of your busy schedule to talk to the group. Can you tell us about when you started this, when you started Gilt Group? At what point did you start it and think this was going to be huge? Was that something early on, or is that something that happened into the process?
Well, when you start a business, it's really hard to know what to expect. We were a team of 5 co-founders. We had an early team, and we did our first sale November 13th, 2007. It was a Zach Posen sale. And that was really an important day for us, an important event, because we had no idea if people would actually log onto the site and purchase, and the sale performed as good as it possibly could have. We sold out. The merchandise basically flew off the quote-unquote shelves, the e-commerce shelves, and that was really a sign to us that we were onto something, and it gave us the confidence to move forward. And right around the same time, we were raising money, so a lot of things fell into place.
Wow. So during that time, what were the struggles up until that point before you knew it was going to happen?
In a startup, there are always so many struggles. So for us, for Gilt Group, what I was always focused on was convincing brand partners to sell to us. And back in 2007, that was a pretty radical idea, because we were aiming to sell luxury brands online for a limited period of time at a discount. And back then, a lot of brands weren't even selling online at full price. So we were really changing not only the behavior of customers, but changing the behavior of the fashion industry. So that was definitely a challenge. And even building the technology was a challenge.
So it's an extremely creative approach to what you did and what you created. There's a lot of business people out there, or hope to be business people, that have a vision or a dream to build something, and you were extremely highly successful. What recommendations or suggestions would you tell those people to have when they follow their dreams, or give up or not give up? What advice would you give a startup?
Well, my Gilt co-founder, Alexis Maybank, and I actually just wrote a book. It's called By Invitation Only, and we wrote the book to encourage entrepreneurship and share a lot of the lessons we've learned in the past 4.5 years to hopefully increase chances of success for other startups and people considering entrepreneurship. So some of the things that people really need to pay attention to are things like how to raise money, how to market the idea, how to think about if a business has the capacity to go viral through word of mouth, through referrals. Still today, 4.5 years after we launched, word of mouth is incredibly important to the success and the growth of our business. Thinking about competition, thinking about how to hire a team. And one theme that we focus a lot in our book, and has really been so important to the story of Gilt Group, is relationships. So for us, relationships helped us in 3 critical ways. 1, with our brand partners. 2, in hiring our initial team. We weren't using search firms, and we had a limited budget, so the people that we hired were people we knew or friends of people that we knew. And lastly, our members. Our members were all from our existing networks and relationships.
Can you tell us a little bit about your charities? I know that I read about you and your successes, and I know you give back, and it's a social responsibility message.
Sure. So on a personal level, I'm engaged in a number of charities and philanthropic activities. I'm currently on the board of 3 different nonprofits. One is Dress for Success, a charity I've been passionate about for about 15 years or so, and I recently joined the board. Another is Fashion Group International, which is a way to really support the fashion community across the world. And the third nonprofit I'm involved in on the board level is the Harvard Business Club of New York. So really helping to give back to a school that has been very important to me. And then I'm involved on a more casual level in some nonprofits, including Endeavor, which supports entrepreneurship in emerging markets, and Robin Hood, and a number of other nonprofits like Pro Mujer.
Oh, that's great. And the last question I have is regarding you and your next plans. So you've built Gilt Group, and you're an integral part of that. Where do you see yourself moving forward?
Well, I'm still having fun. I'm still learning every day. 4.5 years after we launched, I'm actually taking on a new role internally, which is a lot of fun. I feel like I'm back in a startup. I'm very involved in Gilt City and building out a new team, a new business within Gilt City. And as long as I'm challenged and having fun and learning and meeting people and contributing in a way that I feel is meaningful, then I'm still happy.
Great. Well, thank you very much. We're looking forward to your presentation.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Sure.